So my very first job in an event planning agency, I was the first employee, and it was three men who had come together. They owned a software company, a registration software, and a marketing company, and they merged into. And they were like, well, we can all use this for event planning. So they had very little event planning experience, and they brought me on to help them with this women's leadership forum. And it just, similar to what Sheldon just said, it was like very clear that they didn't really know what they were doing. They were lovely, lovely men, and still great parts of my career today. And I still keep in touch with all of them. But this is a really like nitty gritty good lesson learned for a new event planner. We had badges that we had printed. So the front of your badge had your name on it and the back of your badge had your sessions on it, right? So pretty simple in theory. But we had printed the backs without the person's name on top of it, and every record had shifted by one. So basically, like, I had put your sessions in the back of Sheldon's badge, and Sheldon's
no.
back of my badge.
Oh no.
And discovering this like 4 hours before registration was supposed to open, I've like blocked out how we actually solved it. But so a good tip for any new event planners, if you're going to do that, just put the person's name on the back of the badge as well, so you can match
pick
them
it up.
But
pick it up straight away, as opposed to 4 hours in. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So that just reminds me of like how far we've come, and like how so much of this profession is learning on the job, right? Like you can't really put that in a textbook somewhere or in a course. It's just learning by doing and learning by sometimes miserable failure. That similar to this game, right? Like sometimes you fall down
absolutely. If there were a textbook and you did learn from that, well, that got thrown out anyway when COVID hit. So it's just
I thought she was gonna say her ice sculpture guy didn't show up and they have to forego the.
I literally never ordered an ice sculpture.
Okay.
I feel like that's a Canadian thing. Ice sculptures in an event.
We joke that it's just like a very basic event thing that, you know, used to happen a lot at like galas and stuff. It's just like the minimum effort. It's like, I'm just gonna order an ice sculpture. So we joke about that a lot, but I've never ordered an ice sculpture.
Oh dear, well, there's always a few, isn't there, hidden away in that cabinet. I think probably the one that would still get me feeling a little bit sweaty now is a conference and a cup of coffee. What could go wrong? An innocent cup of coffee. But it was the little cup of coffee that was spilt over the mix desk, over the AV desk, as the delegates were arriving in the hotel, and actually did take down.
Oh, that gives me chills. It gives me butterflies in the stomach because I can just imagine it.
Yeah, exactly. I still get the hives, the hair on the arm come up. So that was a very unpleasant few minutes. And Gary, our director, and my husband, we're a husband and wife team, he had to leave the room for a while. He couldn't bear to be in there. And the hotel engineer worked wonders and we did restore it, but it was horrible. So lesson in events: do not have the coffee near anything electrical.
Yeah.
You've learned that lesson.
Yeah, for sure.
So I have a favorite hashtag for shows that have war stories, and it's hashtag shit show slow-mo.
Shit show
slow-mo.
Shit
like
show
in slow motion.
Yeah.
You see it happening.
So not only do you have stories, but you have your own hashtag for them.
Oh my God, I have my own hashtag. But the reason is you see it happen. You see the shit show happening. You just can't stop it. Like there's no way that you're gonna be able to stop it. So like, one of the shit shows that was unstoppable is like speakers not showing up, sponsors breathing down your neck and saying, what the F is going on here? And then you just step in as the speaker and as the subject matter expert, and you just take the stage, but they introduce you with the other speaker's bio and name and everything.
Oh, wow.
And you just roll with it. Like you just have to roll with it.
The generator crash with LA Fashion Week. We were in an older venue, historical, beautiful, but obviously like the electricity, it wasn't enough to withstand what we were trying to do. So we had to bring in a whole nother generator. 5 minutes until doors. People were lined up. We were trying to get people into their seats. The show was about to begin. We had this huge video wall, like 40 feet by 26 feet tall or something, as like the main thing behind the walkway. So as the models are walking, there's this video wall behind them. And then literally everything just like goes dark. And as we're trying to get people seated so the people can't like see into walk to their seats, models are still getting their makeup finished backstage. I mean, like the video wall shuts down. People can't take pictures. Everything completely stops. And I am on the walkie-talkie trying to figure out what happened and what do we need to do to get it done. And apparently like he was just like MIA. We couldn't find him. And so me and another member of our team, at that point, we just have to troubleshoot. We're like with the flashlight, we're looking at switches and things, and we're just like, okay, I think we just gotta reset this button here.
I can just picture that. I can just
picture that
two event profs with torches going, what's this guy do?
One of the switches was the one that we needed to reset, and the generator like went back up, and it was maybe like 5 minutes of downtime, and it went up.
It's a beautiful hotel. You know, the event was for about 400 people. They have event space that is, you know, spread out on 3 different floors. So, of course, all the meeting rooms are named after gods. And so some of the names might be difficult to pronounce. So we had a lot of American attendees as well, and as well as UK and Europe and Scandinavia. So one afternoon, how the hotel is structured out is there's this big staircase that comes down to the first foyer where all the coffee breaks and everything is laid out. So everyone comes out of their rooms and they help themselves. And as I was walking down the stairs and people were on coffee break, I had one of the speakers, part of the executive team, whatever, come up to me really loudly. I don't know where he was from. He has a very strong American accent, but very Western almost. And he goes point blank, super loud, "Sabrina, can you tell me where the vagina room is?" And I was like, I didn't know what to do. And I was like, what? And I knew exactly which room he was talking about. It's a smaller room right at the bottom floor at the corner. And it's actually called Vergina, right? So it's VERGHINA. Everyone around was just bust out laughing. I'm standing in the middle of this staircase. He's like asked me this question and I'm like, yes, let me take you there. I just took him all the way down.
That's a good.
I just remember all you've got your staff and your events team around
that's a
you.
Great answer.
They're all busting out laughing but they can't laugh out
At least you
loud.
didn't say it's down. At least you didn't say it's downstairs because it sounds like it was downstairs.
It was downstairs. It was all the way downstairs. So
yeah, it was.
Like,
it was downstairs. Oh well,
yeah,
that's a hard one. What do you answer to that one, right? Yeah, no, you can't. I love it.
So
that's what I love about this show. Events people have the best war stories. It's just you can't make it up.